Good afternoon from Bobblehead Homestead. I am Jeff. Today is Wednesday. It's sunny. It's about 90 degrees, humid. Could be worse, could be better. We've had rain the past several days, and I have just not been feeling on top of my game, so yeah, it happens. Today's shout out, I want to, Sapper Gardener over at Essayons Family Garden. Essayons Family Garden, if I'm saying that right, but he sent me the shirt. He also sent me a flashlight, which I use every single night. So thank you once again out there to Rob and family over at Essayons Family Garden. There will be a link below also. Alright, so the past few days with rain and car troubles and car hassles, I should say, I still need to get my radiator fixed. It started leaking again. So that's that. I'm on it though. Let's see. I've been working on inside stuff, and I have just not been feeling up 100% for physical activity. That happens. So it wasn't my shoulder this time. This time it's my... Anyway. Hi, Fifi. Peeking around the corner. I'll show you inside what I've been fiddling around with, and today I'm going to try to get some of these boards cut so that I can get them out of the way. I'd rather have them on the ceiling rather than on the floor in my hallway. So let's start with that. One lesson I am learning when it comes to construction is never expect your boards to be straight and, never expect them to be straight. These things are bowed all over the place, and you just gotta work around it. I'll figure it out. Okay, got those two trim pieces put in place. I do not have enough of the trim to go underneath there. Sorry, that went out of focus. And it's still going out of focus. Anyway, I don't have enough trim to put under, along the bottom there yet. And I still need to do the trim on this side, but I'm gonna have to move the bed for that. And so, yeah, I think my arms have had enough overhead work for today, so I will have to save that for another time. Maybe later tonight, I don't know. The table has been in here for like less than 5 minutes. Like 3 minutes, Grumpy. 3 minutes, and you already think it's yours. Enjoy it while it lasts, buddy. Something else I have been working on the past few days is to get my two computers up and going. Oh, yes. And that's not the final placement. I just threw it together to get them both in here. But yeah, it's been like 4 months since I've had access to both computers at once. And a year ago, I didn't have these computers. I had a little laptop that was my best computer. And then I had an old computer with Windows Vista on it, and I dropped my laptop and killed it. And then the desktop with the Windows Vista, it finally died. And so thanks to YouTube, I have two new computers. That one in the corner is an Acer. It was bought refurbished, and then I got it off a dude that gave me a really good deal on it used. So he's always shopping for stuff. And then that little guy That was gifted to me from Denmark, a little Ace PC, and it is not a powerful computer, but that's what I've been using for the past 4 months to do editing and stuff like that, and it's just not built for that kind of stuff. So now that I've got that Acer, I think that Acer has 12 gigs of memory, and even that little dude has 4 gigs of memory. So that even that little dude is better than the laptop and desktop I had before. So yay, I am yeah, I'm not done. That's not the final placement. That large monitor, that was the same dude who basically gave me the desktop computer, gave me that. It's a 32-inch Acer monitor, and it was bought refurbished, and he upgraded and I got his old stuff, so I'll take it. But that, I'm going to put a shelf on the wall to put that on. The Acers do not have the wall brackets, the wall mount brackets that go with them, and that's cool. I'm just going to put a small shelf behind there, and it'll be a little bit higher than where it is now, and that way the smaller monitor, I can have it at the same distance away from my eyes so it doesn't mess with me. So, and then up above there, I'm going to do a wraparound shelf in that corner, a corner shelf. Then I can put my printer up there, the printer paper, and keep other stuff like that. But I do not have the shelving brackets yet. I'm working on that. But I've already, see, there's my stud sensor, and I've already taken my measurements, and I'm looking at, I've got some remnant boards that are 15 inches wide that I'd like to use for the shelf for the monitor, but the studs are 16 inches apart, so I've got a plan for that. So once I get the shelving brackets, I can go ahead and finish that. And then also when I get the shelving brackets, I'll be using leftover wood and doing the corner shelving in there. So yep, that's the scoop on my computers. Maybe now I can start you know, I haven't checked email since like May, and we'll see what I can do. Man, here's a little bit different angle. This is my yep, and where that table is, that's where I'm thinking of putting like a reclining chair, so I can sit back and relax and watch some YouTube videos on my bigger monitor and just, you know, take a load off my feet while I'm over there. And so the table is not going to stay there, and I really don't have a place for it in the tiny cabin. Alright, let me talk about that. Sitting in my computer chair in front of my computers doing a video. Yeah, I bought this chair on Amazon. I would not recommend it at this point because it's supposed to rock back and forth, but I never figured out how to do that. It does recline. Oh yeah, yeah, it reclines. So, you know, I'm in no hurry for that reclining chair. This one will do me all right until then. But I was going to talk about a totally different subject. Yeah, some people are not gonna like the the table I'm using for my computer. They're not gonna like the computer being in that corner. This is where I need to remind people that this is a tiny cabin, a tiny house. Well, it depends on your definition of tiny. Some people define tiny as 300 square feet or below. Some people would say 400 square feet. Some people say 500. I don't know what the official definition of tiny is. The external dimensions are 12 by 40, which is 480 square feet. But you lose about 1.5 feet, you know, on the sides for the walls. So this is like 405 square feet internally. And when you've got a small space, you don't have room for a couch and a living room. You don't have room for a dining room table with 4 chairs and a dining room. You don't have room for a laundry room. You don't have room for an office. You don't have room you don't have room. So I know a lot of people would do it differently, and cool. That's cool. Go get your own cabin and do it differently. I am very happy with how this layout is going to turn out with the desk here. I don't need I don't need a dining room table. And here I'll give a shout out to Albany Mountain Homestead. Thank you so much. They gifted me and put a lot of work into the table and chairs. Well, I won't speak out of turn. I might have a very, very good home who will appreciate it a lot more than I do, and somebody who has given me a ton of help. So your generosity to me, I might be able to pay it forward to somebody who has also shown me generosity. So, yeah. So where am I going? Yeah, I'm not. Well, what are you gonna do when you have a dinner party? Dudes, people in tiny homes don't have dinner parties, and it's just, I need to be on my computer several hours a day, every day, 365 days a year. So that is important to set aside space for where I'm going to be working most of the time. Will I have people over? I have no idea. When I moved here, I would have said never. But now I know people, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll set up a table outside, and if I ever get the screened-in front porch, I'll figure it out later. That's not, how often is that going to happen? A few times a year, and something that only happens a few times a year. When you're in a tiny space, you don't have the space to dedicate that amount of space for something, like a guest room, another thing. Well, there's no way I could fit a guest room in here. So, if somebody's coming to visit, I'm going to have to figure out something else. That's, part of the plans in the future is to have vacation rentals or what have you. So, yeah, and then as far as me eating, I can eat right here on this computer table. Just slide the chair down there, and Grumpy's already claimed the end of it, but that'll be all right. All right, I'm starting to ramble, but I just wanted to explain that this is a small space. It's barely over 400 square feet internal dimensions, and I like the layout. I've got a bigger kitchen than most people would do, and that's cool. And I've got a bigger, table and computer setup than most people would do. But those are the two areas that were important to me. Having space to host guests, that just is not important to me. So no couch, no dining room table, no bar stools instead of a freezer. That's another thing I've been getting a lot of suggestions. But I need the freezer. The freezer is on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. It's important for me to be able to freeze stuff, so it's important that I dedicate that space to a freezer rather than dedicating that space to if someone were to come over and eat. So, that's where my order of priorities are, and so, yep, enough about that. That is the first side I got done, and then I got this side done. So, yep, cool beans. Now, I do have one board, an 8-footer, that will go across there, but that's like 10.5 feet, and I don't have a board. Focus, dude. I don't have a 2.5-foot board to finish that. I've got a bunch of small ones, but so I guess I could put the one long one in the middle and then a short one on each end. I don't even know if I have enough short ones to do that and to, do it in 3 pieces instead of 2. So for now, I am just going to leave it, and because I'm going to need some more boards to finish out the bathroom and stuff like that. So I can finish this another day. Cool. Got the other half of the ceiling trim done in my bedroom. So I'm going to call it a productive day. Yep, Grumpy has found his spot again. Say hey, Grumpy. Say hey, Grumpy. He doesn't want to say hey. Okay, with that, yeah, not a lot of activity. I've just been more, well, I'll just say it, more pain than usual the past few days. And today probably didn't help, so I'm probably going to still be taking it easy. A lot of this stuff I have to wait until I can make a trip into Lowe's, so, you know, then I can finish the countertops, I can start doing shelves, I can get the better shelf brackets there, and I need to get some more trim, especially for the bathroom. So a lot of this stuff is waiting for me to make a trip to Lowe's, and I don't know how, probably not until next week. So yep, thanks for watching, thanks for taking care of me. I'm loving it. You know, little things here and there aside, I am loving it, and take her easy, everybody. I will be doing that for the next few days.